Fabs and Besties? I am in the middle of taking photos for my Barbie It Takes Two video, and I totally need a backdrop, and fast. Maybe we can make one of our quick little binder rooms. I found a picture on my phone that I took when I was out hiking one day, printed it out using my borderless settings so we can get as much of the image as possible. Take a piece of foam board, measure up 13 inches, cut going across, so we end up with a 13 by 30 inch board. Score the back. I'm doing 14 inches from the edge on both sides so it can bend and stand. Glue on the printables. I'm using a glue stick. Patch it at the bottom or the top. I like to go for the area that is the most busy. For a custom instant background you can make with your cell phone. And it folds up for easy storage. This could be a great backdrop for a quick picture of the dolls on a hike. Maybe we should make a quick tree. I have some paper tubes. This one is from like aluminum foil and this one's from toilet paper. I'm going to extend this one using this one. Just cut it up the center, wrap it around, and glue it in place. I took a picture of tree bark, printed it out, glue it around the paper tube. I'm allowing the paper to wrinkle a little to just give some more texture. I added hot glue to the bottom for weight to make an easy tree for our scene. It's an easy way to add a little dimension. We can add some artificial plants to the top for a little greenery. This is a pretty small scene. It was fast and easy to make, but there is no floor, so storing the tree inside may be a little tricky. Let's go ahead and make a full-sized hidden doll room. And I found another picture on my phone I would like to try out. I edited the photo to make it more vibrant and printed it out. I also made some grass so we can extend the scene. I'm using a trifold that is 28 by 40 inches, measure up 13 inches, cut so we end up with a 13 by 40 inch piece. Measure over 14 inches from the edge and score for the sidewall. I re-glue the factory cut in the board, repeat on the other side, so we end up with a large trifold with 14-inch sidewalls and 12 inches in the center. Use the remaining trifold to make a floor. I scored it so the sides can fold up for easy storage. And when scoring, I make sure that the base of the floor is a little smaller than the center of the back wall, so it can clear the sides. I chose to cut my sides a little bit at an angle, so it's kind of rounded. Begin gluing on the printables. This does take a lot of ink, so scrapbook paper and posters are good alternatives. I reversed the background image so it can line up and patch the bottom with more grass. Glue the ground to the walls to make a large, simple outdoor scene for our dolls. We can bring over our little tree because now we have a room where we can store it. And we have lots of space where we can set up our tent. But to be honest, there is no way I am sleeping outside in a tent. I need some kind of structure, but it has to be able to fit in this space. So maybe something that is 10 by 13 inches. On another piece of foam board, I start mapping out my space. I drew a rectangle that is 15 by 13 inches. Because if we score the other side right here, we can make the floor fold up. I drew a 4.5 by 12 inch rectangle, then made a diagonal line going across. Draw a 12 by 12 inch square with a 2 by 12 inch rectangle on the side. I know that's a lot of measurements. So let's cut these out. On the 4.5 by 12 inch rectangle, cut on the diagonal line. And then we're going to glue these two pieces together to make a triangle. I took a picture of my kitchen table, print it out, and glue it onto the foam board. Ooh, my measurements were off. It should have been 12 3/4 inches tall. So I just cut another piece, covered it, and glue it to the top. I scored the largest board so it can bend, glue the triangle to the back corner, leaving a little space in the front and hopefully some at the back. Then glue the other board onto the side. I take the 2-inch piece and glue it on top. This is starting to come along. I cut 1/2-inch pieces of foam board. Now, for this project, I am using foam board. However, you could totally use cardboard instead. I'm using the back triangle as a guide to trim them to get that triangle shape. Cover them with paper, glue them together, then glue it to the other side. I cut 2 pieces to go on the sides. After covering them, we're gonna just place these on the side. Measure the opening. For me, it is about 10.5 inches and a little over 11. Cut foam board to make a frame, cover and glue them together. I added 2 more in the middle. Cut clear plastic from packaging to glue over the opening. Frame it with more 1/2-inch strips to make a window. I flip it over and score a line about 1 inch from the top so it can bend. Before we glue it in place, let's add a few more beams on the inside and a few shelves. I glue on the front beam, then the top of the window, then the last beam. To make a little A-frame getaway with a wall that opens, I covered 2 more pieces of foam board to hold the window up, giving them a covered area and a little more space. These can be stored inside when not in use. Place it in the scene, add a little mattress pad, some blankets, pillows, maybe a rug, ottoman, a few books. I got this one from Made by Mombi. I'm going to add it to the tray I got from Broombell Barbie with a little candle. Maybe one of our printable cell phones, cause I am not camping without one. Let's add some LED lights. I made a small hole in the back corner to run the lights through. Glue the battery pack to the back for a little sparkle. Make sure everything can still fold up for easy storage. I added a little support to the back wall and covered it with greenery. Cut triangles of fabric and glue them on for curtains. Aw, that's cute! Wow, we started out making a background for the tent from the Barbie It Takes Two collection and ended up making our own glamping getaway. I guess this just became a versus. Let us know in the comments down below if our DIY came close or if it missed the mark. Achoo! Sorry, all this nature is messing with my allergies. I'll see y'all at the hotel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!